Oh shoot, 204 rums for 2024. That was a great idea. Oh, this table's so heavy. This goes out. Oh, Jesus. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. 204. Oh hey, you're here? Still setting up, so unless you want to get your butt here and help me get these bottles out of all the containers in my house, give me a sec. I'll be right with you, okay? Ahoy Rum Explorers, I'm Nia. This is part 2 for 202 rums for 2024, and it is officially rum time. So in this part 2, we're gonna that are from mystery age to 4 years. So let's start with Flying Gang Rum. I am not gonna stand and show you this bottle, but I will put images here so you can see what the bottle looks up close. Absolutely love this rum. And it's finished in orange liqueur cask, and the orange really pulls through. It's very, very delicious. I do have another bottle that I'm gonna review and compare of Flying Gang Rum, so huge shout out to them. Absolutely love them. The other bottle that I recommend is from Manifest Distilling here in Jacksonville, Florida. Really, really love their rum. Keep an eye out for this distillery. Let me tell you, they have some interesting stuff going on, but this is a blend of Floridian and US Virgin Islands rum. I'd say that this would be a sipping rum or cocktail rum. And as far as this one, this would be the same thing, sipping, or I have a wee little one up here. It was a sample from the River Pirate 13. It's the Holdfast Barrel Aged Rum. It's 96 proof. From Marlin and Barrel Distillery. Incredible rum, very delicious. The next one is going to be Husk from Australia. They are a single estate Australian rum brand. Absolutely love this rum. It is incredible. Quinn came from Martinique to work at Husk, and you can definitely tell those rum agricole vibes for this rum. So very interesting. The next one is an oldie but a goodie. Basically, it's a blend of a ton of rums and different casks, but it's the Selección de Maestros. Unfortunately, they don't disclose the ages of their rums that are blended in this blend, but as you can see, it was very much enjoyed since it's almost done. Then I have this Special Barbados rum from Aileen Arthur Plantation. It is distilled by Foursquare, but let me tell you, this is probably gonna be the cheapest and best rum you're gonna find for the price. I recently saw it at the liquor store for $11 and it blew my mind. Yeah, Richard Seal and the Foursquare team distills this really, really good. Preferably in a cocktail, but it will definitely pull through even if it's like a classic. Yes, if you do like a classic daiquiri or like if you do an old fashioned, you can definitely tell the rum, it'll pull through that. So you can really experiment with that one. So, Sagatiba. Really interesting cachaça. It's actually the first cachaça aged that I've tried. This one is aged, I think it was like 2 years in ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels, and the taste is quite enjoyable and not as hot as the typical cachaças that I've tried. So definitely recommend that in a cocktail or sipping, by the way. This one is probably one of my favorite Plantaray, aka plantation rums. The nose on this one, it's gonna be really funny and you're gonna laugh, but it reminded me of Fisher Price toys. So basically a really warm memory of childhood. But this rum is absolutely magnificent. I'm not even exaggerating. You can either sip this rum or make it in a cocktail, but it's spectacular, and I think it costs $30. So if you see it on the shelves, get it. You'll thank me later. The next one is gonna be a good old classic for me, Old Brigand. This is also distilled at Foursquare Distillery. They blend rums between 2 to 4 ages, but it is superb. Old Brigand Black Label, superb. Absolutely recommend. This is a very traditional Barbadian rum. This one was a gift, but I really do recommend. Barrel does some really unique things. This is a blend of Jamaican, Barbados, Martinique, and Guyana, but this is probably one of the hottest rums that we have. This is 128.2 proof. That's 64.1, but it's so well blended, it doesn't even feel that hot. Yep, Barrel. Thanks to our friends that gifted us this. The next one is going to be the Copper Bottom Port Finish rum. I absolutely love everything that Copper Bottom puts out. They are an incredible distillery here in Holy Hill, Florida. I actually just joined their rum club, so if you are here in Florida, highly recommend joining. It's only $100 a year, and they allow you to do 2 barrel picks a year with barrel thieving. They give you a really cool commemorative glass. You get discounts anytime you visit the distillery on both merchandise and rum. You get discounts in the tasting room on cocktails. So like there's a lot of perks for that amount. I'm just happy to be able to participate in 2 barrel picks, which I absolutely love. And then obviously they bottle it and give you a bottle. But this one is an incredible rum, and it is distilled for 2 years in ex-bourbon and then finished the additional third in the port cask. Very good. Oh, shout out to Paul from Drums and Rums. He gifted me this. He knows how much I love Copper Bottom, so thank you, Paul. The next one is gonna be the Hoochery Old River Premium Rum. This one is aged 3 years, but they use an oak wine barrel with heavy char, hence the very dark color. But this one, I honestly bought it like on a whim, and I was super impressed. But the really cool thing about this distillery is that they're next to a river, and they claim that they use the river water that makes their rum so special. And there's a lot of gators, so very cool. Would love to go back and check this out, but I think it's going to be really hard because this is on the west coast of Australia, and I definitely want to go back and check out all the distilleries on the east side first. The next one is going to be Brugal 1888. Oh shoot, wait a second, I completely forgot. This either neat on a cocktail, this either neat in a cocktail. By the way, this is one of my favorite rums to bring to the beach because you literally freeze coconut water and throw this in your, adult beverage container and just sip all day, and it's amazing. This one also can be in a cocktail or straight. I really enjoyed it either or. I don't think I've ever made a cocktail, but I could definitely tell those fruity notes, and I think it would make a spectacular, maybe like a tiki cocktail. This one is really good, by the way, for 3 years. I really enjoyed it. I think this one would be in either a cocktail or a sipper as well. And now we're going to start the question marks, some of the Spanish style rum. So this is Brugal 1888. Really enjoy this rum. It is a classic. I personally don't prefer sipping this. It's a very typical rum, but I do like how it makes old fashions or how it goes in cocktails if you want like an elevated cocktail for like a special guest or a special night, or you want to do something like a fancier rum tini or old fashioned. Really like this one. The next one is gonna be Equiano. Once again, mystery age statements on this one and on this one. On this one and on this one. I did look on their website, which I was hoping to find any information on how long is age, but there's absolutely. So moving on to Equiano, same thing, no age statement on the bottle. By the way, I know they have a dark or a very well aged rum. Skip it, it tastes like a typical rum, but this one is absolutely magnificent. There's like a perfumey floral note in there that's absolutely mesmerizing. I love it. Highly recommend this one, by the way. I think this one I would keep as a sipper because it's so delicate. I feel like if you add anything, you will completely lose the rum. One of my favorite cocktail rums is going to be Pusser's Gunpowder Proof Rum. This has a blend of rums aged 3 to 5 years, but it's quite potent. So I highly recommend making those very minimal cocktails with this, like a navy grog or like an old fashioned, or we literally love doing dark and stormies with this rum because it's so perfect to mix with the ginger beer. So yeah, love this rum. Kind of hard to find too. The next one is gonna be the Crook Jaws from Cape Cod Amber Rum. Mystery age statement, but I really enjoyed this rum. It was quite unique, and like I said, the white one that was featured in the part 1, I'll put the cards up above if you haven't seen that as well. I go through all of the white or transparent rums, and they basically do have a transparent rum, and just look at the bottles, man. Like, that's all you need to see. And the rum is pretty good. The next one, and it's one of my favorite Ecuadorian, and there's barely any in here because I basically killed this rum. It's the Ron San Miguel 7 Black. Yes, presentation wise, absolutely love, but the flavor is incredible. Sadly, there's mystery age statement. It says 7, but don't be fooled, it's not 7 years. Get the trend with the Spanish style rums? Okay, mystery statements. And this was from a big distillery. Like, I looked on their website, and I speak Spanish if you're not familiar, and I couldn't find information anywhere. I messaged their team too, kind of disappointed that they didn't want to like give me more info. This one is a super special bottle, kind of same from Marlin and Barrel, but this is definitely an absolute perfect bottle for any collector, and it's blended by Don Brown, which is Doc Brown. So if you like his rums, you'll definitely like this one. This one I would say only do as a sipper because the bottle's not cheap, obviously, because this is a copper plated situation. It is a limited series, so like I have bottle 40 of 87. That's how many they were made, that was it. But I really enjoyed this rum. Now, I haven't revisited this in a while, so I'd be interested to see how it's aged. So might have to give that a try again. The next one is gonna be this other one from Brugal, same thing. I could not find any age statements on this one, but this one was the most surprising, except for the Visionaria collection. But this one was really, really good. I actually, honestly, preferred this one versus this one because it's more like a smoky rum, if that makes sense. And I love it. It's more like a traditional Spanish style rum. Really impressed. And this bottle was a gift, so thank you so much to our friends that gifted us that. And it actually came from Dominican Republic, which was amazing. This next one is gonna be Pasador del Oro. This is from Guatemala. Again, mystery age. I don't know how many years it's been aged, but it was pretty good. I actually got this as a gift for my 40th birthday. Haven't drank it that much. Yes, I have way too much rum to get over drinking, and let's be honest, nobody could drink or should drink every freaking day unless you're on vacation, and then you're allowed to do whatever you want. But this was pretty good. Recommend. As a sipper, I feel like the rum is very delicate. Even if you see the coloring, it's so delicate that I would be lost. The next one is gonna be Montana rum. It was actually treasure chest approved. Absolutely love this rum. It's aged 4 years in ex-bourbon barrels, but very interesting. They recently sold. Yes. The original owners are retiring, and they sold the people that worked there. So it went from owners to the workers, which was incredible. So hoping they stay the same as far as the consistency in the product, because this was amazing. Now, it is a little bit on the more delicate side, so I definitely recommend this as a sipper or like as a classic cocktail, either like an old fashioned or something like that, so it doesn't overpower this rum. The next one is gonna be Exange, which is with angels. So if you have seen part 1, I did the Sansange, which is without angels, and this one's with, that one was without angels, and this one's with angels. It's a Haitian rum. Amazing. Anything from Haiti, I'm absolutely obsessed. So you'll always see it as a recommended rum for me. This can be either in a cocktail or a sipper, but I feel like it would be doing it a disservice if you put it in a cocktail. But hey, you drink rum how you want to drink it. That's all. I'm here just to recommend the rums, and then you go home and drink however you prefer to drink this rum. But this is incredible. There's such a difference between the transparent and this one, and that's what I love about it. Presentation, what can I say? Their labelings that look like Basquiat, absolutely love those. They're very artistic and it makes it very unique, especially if you're displaying this on the shelf. Oh, and the wax seals too. This is one of the classics. You'll always find this at my Rum Diaries home. Absolutely love Mount Gay Black Barrel. There is a blend of rums from 3 to 5 years in this, but absolutely love the fact that they're aged in heavy charred barrels. This, same thing, sipper or in an old fashioned. I kind of love this so much, and I have this all the time here. So I kind of do everything or anything that I'm craving, to be honest. So if I'm craving a dark and stormy, I'll make it with that, or any crazy cocktail. I don't feel bad using the Black Barrel because it's so freaking good. So any basic cocktail is gonna elevate it. The next one that you used to not be able to find, but you can actually buy it online and now get it, is Outlaw Rum. Not to be confused with the US Outlaw Rum. They're based out of Scotland, and they grab juice from Trinidad and Tobago, you know, one of the big guys in Trinidad and Tobago, and they bring the juice over to Scotland and finish it in really unique Scottish style whiskey casks. Amazing rum. You know, they're already starting with that A rum. And not A because of the quality, but A because that the A is in the name. But this is an incredible rum. I absolutely love this. We made so many amazing old fashions with this, but even sipping it neat is how I would recommend it. Yeah, can't wait. Planning on going to Scotland in August, so we'll see what happens. Another classic, and that you'll always see me buying anything from Privateer. They're the oldest American rum distillery. Andrew Cabot is I think he's like the 3rd or 4th generation owner of Privateer. Their products is superb. Like, let's be honest. And this was a special release from Primo Liqueurs, and they aged their rums typically in brand new oak barrels, which I would say it's my best and most favoriteest rum because it makes the rums naturally spicy. It was so funny when I met Andrew, and he was baffled the fact that I was like obsessed with the rums that he had, because a lot of the rum aged in new oak barrels actually had quite a peppery finish, kind of what I would imagine a dreamy spiced rum would be like, but naturally, like flavored from the casks. So anything Privateer, I'm sold. Another really cool one, and mystery age statements, but absolutely love this. This is from Kill Devil Outer Banks Distilling. It's called Kill Devil Rum with peanuts and honey. It is a little bit on the sweeter side, so I did drink this neat or in cocktails, but absolutely love the like nuttiness that pulls through, love the flavorings that pull through, but I'd say this would be either a sipper or a cocktail, depending on how you like your rums. This one's a little bit more on the flavored side, so if you don't like flavored rums, I'd say put it in a cocktail and it'll kill like a cocktail. But yeah, pretty good. Outer Banks Distilling. Huge shout out to Tony, by the way. Another one of the flavors is another one of my favorites is the Casimir. This one is from Clairon. It's the Florida Rum Triangle Madrinas Boat Drinks and Jaguar Sun collab. We actually got really lucky and got a bottle of the Florida Rum Societies. So I recommend both of them because even though they're the same or similar labeling, they're very, very different. So I definitely recommend both of these. And hey, Clairon, very cool labeling always. There's always a lot of transparency, but this was only aged for 23 months. The next one is gonna be the Heart and Sun. This is a classic rum to have at your house, but definitely for cocktails and to basically do a lot of tiki cocktails. And the last one is Lake Placid rum from a distillery here called Lake Placid, obviously. But this is actually Sugar Sand Distillery here in Lake Placid, Florida. It was a pretty good rum, and I was pretty impressed the fact that they didn't add anything for Floridian rum. A lot of the rums that I have from Florida, they do add a lot of stuff. So really enjoyed this one. They do age this rum in for 6 months, so it's a pretty young rum. But for the rum, for such a young rum, it's actually pretty good. And they are single estate, so I really enjoyed that. This was a gift from Scott, my friend from Bourbon Review. It was pretty good. Made some really nice old fashions. So thanks, Scott. And the last 3 rums are gonna be samples that I received. So this one's gonna be the Brugal Leyenda. It's aged supposedly for 5 years, and it's incredible. I know I'm breaking my rules of we're going up to 4, but hey, this one's gonna break this rule because I have a little sample and it's really good since we're on the Brugal trend. And then I have 2 samples also from Copper Bottom. They're the Bottled in Bond, 2 versions of it from Copper Bottom from Paul. Once again, Paul, thank you so much. These are really, really good. Like I said, anything Copper Bottom, highly recommend. And with that, we're done in part 2. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss part 3, 4, and 5 maybe.